Tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. A seed planted today takes root and grows into a tree that bears fruit in the future. Over 110 years ago, a seed was planted. Today, that seed, the idea of excellence, has grown into the University of Pretoria, South Africa's largest contact research-intensive university. 9 faculties and a business school are spread across 7 beautiful campuses, which are home to over 50,000 students, ready to make an impact in the world beyond university and join our global network of nearly 300,000 alumni. Future-focused, sustainably developed facilities and cutting-edge multi- and transdisciplinary research are underpinned by a desire to transform lives and have a positive impact on communities and the world. Excellence in teaching, learning, research innovation, arts and culture, and sports puts us firmly amongst the world's best universities. Knowledge is not just what is in books. It is the wisdom to apply it, to nourish and nurture the seed so that it takes root, grows tall, bears fruit, and branches out. UP plants that seed, that tiny bit of curiosity, creativity, critical thinking, hope, the desire to care, respect, help, and innovate against all odds, to grow, to leave your mark, to excel, to challenge the norm, to think, to rethink, to discover, to inquire, to lead, to have courage, to make a difference, and to persevere. This is the University of Pretoria. We make today and every day matter.
A huge welcome to all of you. My name is Wallace Isaacs, Deputy Director in the Department Enrollment and Student Administration, affectionately known as DSA, at the University of Pretoria. A huge welcome to this particular information session. The purpose of this session is to provide you with an overview on our admission requirements for prospective students with secondary education qualifications other than the South African National Senior Certificate, also known as the NSC. At the University of Pretoria, we welcome students from all over the world. And this is reflected in our student population numbers of over 4,000 international students. Therefore, hopefully in the near future, I would like to welcome you to this research-intensive university. The information provided is subject to change and also regular updates. And I would like to encourage you to check our website as needed or regularly for the latest information. Please note the information that we provide will hopefully help you to plan appropriately for your possible study at the University of Pretoria.
This information session will focus on the admission requirements for applicants who hold the following school leavers qualifications: Cambridge International, Zimbabwe School Examinations Council, Namibian Certificate of Secondary Education following the Cambridge International Curriculum, International Baccalaureate. To begin, we will focus on the first 3 examination authorities. Please follow the steps to check whether you qualify for admission to the University of Pretoria. Step 1. Go to the UP percentage conversion table to compare your results with the South African National Senior Certificate results. For example, if you have a C on AS levels, it is equivalent to 65%. Step 2. Check whether you meet the minimum admission requirements for your preferred degree program as indicated in the Undergraduate Program Information Guide for International Examination Authorities. Also note that, for admission purposes, An APS score is not calculated for non-NSC qualifications. Cambridge applicants can visit the What to Study program calculator at www.up.ac.za/online application to find out for which study programs they qualify. Take note that most of the degree programs offered by the faculties of Health Sciences, Natural and Agricultural Sciences, Engineering, Built Environment and Technology, as well as Veterinary Science, your applications will be considered only if you have passed the following subjects at the prescribed AS or A levels: Mathematics, Physics, Chemistry, English. The following English subjects are not considered for admission: English Literature, English Second Language, English General. Next up will be a panel discussion facilitated by Mr. Wallace Isaacs, assisted by Ms. Pindile Mtimunye. 2 students were invited to take part in this discussion, and they are Bonolo Madzi and Retabisitswe Rankwe.
Hopefully this information has cleared up some of the questions that you might have had. And now, we are moving on to our panel discussion. For this discussion, we have invited 2 students to take part. I would like to welcome Bonolo Matsi. Bonolo, welcome.
Thank you, Wallace.
As well as Ratabisitswe Rankwe.
Thank you, Wallace.
And I hope for both of you it will be an interesting engagement. I'm also joined by Pindile Mtimunye, who is the manager of admissions in the Department Enrollment and Student Administration. Pindile, welcome here. And we know that she has a keen interest in assisting students and parents with accurate information for admissions. Pindile, over to you.
Thank you so much, Wallace. Before we look at a few examples, you should note that the University of Pretoria has 2 types of admission criteria. We have conditional admission for applicants who meet the program-specific requirements with their IGCSE or O-level results and are busy with some or all of their AS or A levels. We also have the unconditional admission for applicants who meet the program-specific requirements with both their AS, A-level, and they have the correct USAF certificate. Take special note of the fact that conditional admission means that you qualify for the degree program, but final admission and registration will depend on the achievement of the required AS or A levels and the correct USAF exemption certificate. Let's look at the first example from the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, a BSc program. For example, let's look at the BSc Chemistry. In the table, you will see IGCSE requirements as well as AS or A-level requirements. Depending on the program-specific requirements, you will be considered for either conditional admission or for unconditional admission.
Pindile, just a quick question. If a prospective student is interested in enrolling for the BSc in biochemistry, which subjects will the student need in order to qualify?
Thank you so much for the question, Bonolo. Conditional admission is based only on the required subject at the required IGCSE or O levels. For instance, if you are interested in BSc biochemistry, for example, you will be required to have a C in English, a C in mathematics, a C in physics, and a C in chemistry.
So is it compulsory for applicants to have an A level?
It's not. We look at both AS and A levels. Depending on which level you have completed, you will qualify. However, if you are applying with your AS levels, to qualify for unconditional admission, you'll be required to have C in English, C in mathematics, C in physics, and C in chemistry. If you have your A levels, then you need to have E in English, E in mathematics, E in physics, and E in chemistry.
But Pendile, what about applicants who are interested in an engineering degree? Ratabasitswe, maybe you can answer that.
Well, Wallace, as you can see on the table, both IGCSE O-levels and ASA A-levels requirements are stipulated. Conditional admission is based on the required subjects on IGCSE or O-levels only. For example, a C in English, a B in mathematics, a B in physics, and a B in chemistry. To qualify for unconditional admission to a program in engineering, you need the following. For AS levels, you need a C in English, a B in mathematics, a B in physics, and a B in chemistry. For A levels, you need an E in English, a D in mathematics, a D in physics, and a D in chemistry.
Oh, thank you so much for that. I just have another question. Are the admission requirements for applicants applying for health sciences degree programs the same?
In the Faculty of Health Sciences, which is a selection program, conditional admission is based on 6 IGCSE O-level subjects, which include the following compulsory subjects. For example, for medicine, the following subjects are required on this level: a C in English, a B in mathematics, a C in physics, a C in chemistry, as well as any other 2 IGCSE O-level subjects. For example, a B in Afrikaans and a C in business studies. For unconditional admission, applicants who wish to apply for admission to health science degree programs must have at least 2 IGCSE O-level and 4 ASA level subjects. For example, for medicine, it requires in the IGCSE O-level a C in Afrikaans, a C in business studies, and any other 2 subjects. And in the AS levels, it requires a C in English, a B in mathematics, a C in physics, a C in chemistry. And in the A levels, it requires an E in English, a D in mathematics, an E in physics, and an E in chemistry. Please take note that the required subjects must be on the ASA level.
Wow, that's quite interesting, Manolo. But I'm just wondering, my neighbor's daughter is interested in applying for admission to the Bachelor of Nursing Science program. Pendile, is the requirements the same?
For the Bachelor of Nursing Science as well as the following subjects are required. On IGCSE or O levels, you need a C in Afrikaans, a C in business studies, or any other 2 subjects. At AS levels, you need a D in English, a D in mathematics, a D in biology. If you have A levels, you need an E in English, E in mathematics, E in biology, plus any other subject at AS or A levels. For example, computer studies. Please note, physics and chemistry are combination subjects. What that means is that if physical sciences is required, you need to have both physics and chemistry. Therefore, if you apply with one of these subjects on the required level, your application will not be considered. It is important that you have 2 of these subjects.
Wow, this has been very informative. I think we all now have a better understanding of the minimum admission requirements for these international examination authorities, and specifically at the ones that we've looked at so far. I would once again like to invite the audience to go to the information brochure on the link shown on the screen. To ensure that you meet the minimum requirements, if you would like to apply for the 2022-2023 application cycle. Allow me also, panel members, to say to you a huge thank you for your participation and your expertise and knowledge that you've shared with us.
Thank you.
In the next segment, we will now look at the international baccalaureate requirements.
The next examination authority we will look at is the International Baccalaureate Diploma. The IB Diploma has subjects on the standard and higher levels. Please follow the following steps to check whether you qualify for studies at the University of Pretoria. Step 1. Look at the conversion table to see what your IB levels are equivalent to. For example, IB HL6 is equivalent to 90%. Step 2. Now check whether you meet the minimum admission requirements for your preferred degree program as indicated in the Undergraduate Program Information Guide for International Examination Authorities. Let us use BCom Accounting Sciences as an example. To qualify for this degree program, you need to have completed 6 subjects, 3 of which must be on the standard level and 3 on the higher level. The following are minimum subject requirements. IBSL, English Level 4, Mathematics Level 5. Or IBHL, English Level 3, Mathematics Level 4. Conditional admission will be based on your latest secondary school results if you are still busy with your IB diploma. Unconditional admission will be based on whether you comply with the degree-specific requirements in your completed IB diploma and the use of certificate. Please note, physics and chemistry are combination subjects. If, for example, you apply with only one of these 2 subjects, your application will not be considered. Biology will not be accepted instead of physics or chemistry. Now that we have discussed the admission requirements, let us look at how you should complete your application for admission to the University of Pretoria. 1. Complete your online application by following the link www.up.ac.za/apply. 2. On the secondary education step, please choose your examination authority. For example, Cambridge for the Cambridge International Curriculum and IB for the International Baccalaureate Diploma. 3. Apply with all your latest completed secondary education results. For example, IGCSE/O-level results and AS or A-level results. 4. Also capture the subjects with which you are currently busy by indicating your subjects in progress in the school's grade in progress table. 5. Upload the supporting documentation. If you are following the Zimbabwe School Examinations Council and Namibian Certificate of Secondary Education curriculums, please choose foreign country as your examining authority on the secondary education step. In South Africa, if you wish to enroll for a bachelor's degree, an exemption certificate obtained from University South Africa, also known as USAF, is the first requirement for school leaving qualifications other than a National Senior Certificate or an IEB. USIF coordinates and issues exemption certificates based on the prescribed requirements stipulated in the Gazetted Exemption Regulation. Currently, we do not accept any type of exemption other than the complete exemption or foreign conditional exemption. It is important to know exactly what is required by USIF in order to qualify for the above-mentioned certificate. Once you have received your exemption certificate, upload it onto the UP Student Portal. On the UP Student Portal, click on Documents and Communication. Then click on Upload Documents. On the Relate to drop-down menu, select Study Application. On the Year drop-down menu, select the academic year for which you intend to register, for example, 2023. On the Doc Type drop-down menu, select USIF Certificate. Click on Upload and upload your USIF certificate. After submitting your application, you will receive the following communication from the university. An email with the following: confirmation that your application has been received by the university, your student number, directions on how to access the Student Center on the online UP Student Portal. Once you have access to the online UP Student Portal, you will be able to access letters sent to you by the university, view the progress of your application. If you have been conditionally admitted, you will receive a letter to this effect stating what is required for final admission. If you have been conditionally admitted pending the USIF certificate, you will receive a letter that you can submit to USIF to support your application for an exemption certificate. If you are not a South African citizen or a permanent resident, you will receive a letter that allows you to apply for a visa once you have been admitted or conditionally admitted. Once you have been unconditionally admitted, you need the following to be able to register as a student: your final admission letter, the completed University of Pretoria student contract, available on the UP Student Portal, the initial fee payment. All holds as indicated in the UP Student Portal should be cleared, such as your student visa, etc. Please do not hesitate to contact the University of Pretoria if you need further information.
Thank you so much for taking time to attend this informative session. I really hope the information was helpful. And yes, we look forward to welcoming you at the University of Pretoria in the near future. Thank you.